Now from the windy city of Chicago, baseball from beautiful Wrigley Field. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the American League's Houston Astros and the Chicago Cubs. It's Cubs baseball on the show next. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Second baseman, Jose Altuve.
First pitch of the at-bat. And we kick things off tonight with a swing and a miss for a first pitch strike as we're underway. Welcome to Houston as we prepare you for baseball from Minute Maid Park. Ought to be a standing in, Javier Baez. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a swing and a miss, so a first pitch strike as we're underway here this evening. His career line against Garrett Cole, just 3 for 14. He also has 1 home run. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Here's Chris Bryant now. First delivery to him on the way. Missed with a slider. Game time temperature a comfortable 76 degrees. 1-0 pitch is his slider, swung on and missed, 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball in for a strike.
He'll be kicking himself tonight if he doesn't come up with a big knock right here. That pitch was in a hittable location, and a hitter of this caliber usually doesn't let that go by.
Hit sharply but foul down the right side. Now another 1-2. Hit sharply on the ground. There is Altuve, and there's out number 2. Stepping in, Daniel Murphy.
Second baseman.
First offering on its way. And the changeup is way low that time. A dangerous changeup to miss high with that stayed out of the zone. Three and 0 now.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
2 out, nobody on.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Here comes the second baseman, Jose Altuve, to get things kicked off in the home half of inning number 1. First pitch on its way. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out. So striding in, George Springer, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here comes the first pitch. High in the air out towards shallow right. Zobrist is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. And he'll step off and try again. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. It's up onto the train tracks and out of here. Here's Carlos Correa now. In past meetings with Jose Quintana, he's just 1 for 6. No balls and a strike to count. Quintana features one of the biggest yackers in the game. Curveball's got a ton of movement. Quintana into the windup. Here he comes 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. He got him. Lively fast. At the plate, Anthony Rizzo. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch. That slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in, and still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
Got him to go down swinging there. Anthony Rizzo goes down to become the first out here in the second inning. And that's in there for strike one. Could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down. Settling in now, Wilson Contreras will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. No balls and 1 strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Oh, and 2. Here it comes. Swing and a miss is the slider. Evan Gaddis now standing in. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Evan Gaddis.
And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Into center field, line drive base hit. So the Astros put a man aboard to get the inning underway. In now, Marwin Gonzalez.
Left fielder.
First delivery to him on the way. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. The set and the 1-1 pitch. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Murphy's got it. The second for 1. On to Rizzo, but a little slow in developing as they'll just get the 1 out. Now the Astros designated hitter, Tony Kemp. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here comes the first pitch. And that one got a piece of him. Digging in, Josh Reddick.
Right fielder.
From the stretch.
Reddick.
A ground ball to third, and they could get 2. To second for 1. Back to Rizzo, and they get out of it here. A double play to. Here's Ben Zobrist now. 7, 8, 9. Bottom of the order set to go here in the third.
Ben Zobrist.
High pop-up. Correa is there. 1 down. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Oh, an ugly swing there. It's 0-1.
Man, that's another ugly swing right there. This team is just struggling so mightily to get on base. They've looked off balance all game.
Behind 0-2 now. Here's the 0-2. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Batting ninth, center fielder, number 5, Albert.
Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. And he takes this one high, 1-1. Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column. Outside, 2-1.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Almora with an even count, 2-2. The 2-2. Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel.
Leading off for the Astros.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that one stayed up a little high. Grounded back up the middle. And that's through for a hit. So an inning opening single kicks off their half of the third. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jose Altuve. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit hard back up the middle. He'll go to the bag for one, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, George Springer. He flew out in his last at-bat. Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. And he is back safely at first, and that was almost trouble. Another look to first, but he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Strike taken, the throw. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. On a line to shortstop, and the runner gets back. No double play. And they've got the runner trapped in a hot box between second and third now. Now at the plate, Alex Bregman, runner in scoring position with two gone.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Quintana sets. Here it is on 1-0. High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Almora. And that retires the side. Here's Javier Baez. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
I mean, this is the classic case of ambush tactics at its finest, but this is getting a little ridiculous. I'd like to see some of these guys in the lineup work the count a little bit and find themselves on base and maybe drive this guy's pitch count up.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2 and 2. And a full count as that misses. It's 3 and 2 now.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Javier Baez becomes the first out of the inning. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of swings, lots of misses, a lot of ugly at-bats for this team right now.
Got him to go down swinging there. Chris Bryant is sent packing for the second out of the inning. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Swing and a little blooper to center. Springer coming on, and that's the first hit in this one for the Cubbies. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. So in now for Chicago, Anthony Rizzo, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And that's swung on and missed for strike 1.
Hey, I never want to take an offense's aggression away, but they've been swinging at a lot of pitches early in the count. Find themselves down. I think they need to regroup, have a meeting in the dugout, and figure out a way to maybe look at some pitches.
A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo.
He might want that pitch back, up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
Very weakly on the ground. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out. Striding forward now is the DH, Kyle Schwarber. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. smoked on the ground left side. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away. So stepping in, Wilson Contreras, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. 0-1 the count. 1 strike now from Cole. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
He put himself in a good position jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
Here's another 0-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Hit back up the middle. And this scoots under his glove. Oh, what a time for that. 1 run scores. And not in time as he just crosses the plate in time. Here's Ben Zobrist now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. Ground ball right side. Throw to first in time. And the big inning. Here's Carlos Correa now. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Check swing, called strike, 0-1. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. One ball and 2 strikes to count. A shot down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. 1-2 pitch is a curveball that misses 2-2. And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1. At the plate, Evan Gattis, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Gattis, or El Oso Blanco, as he's referred to in Latin American countries. He was selected in the 23rd round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Almora. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now, reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. Here comes the first pitch. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Hit hard towards center. That's his first base hit, make him 1 for 2 now. Good work in a pitcher's count to get on base and keep the inning alive. And he is into third with a 2-out triple. Stepping in now, the speedy Tony Kemp. He's set and the pitch. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. So striding forward now, Ian Happ. He'll lead things off against Garrett Cole. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Fouled away. from the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out. Digging in now, Albert Almora. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. Big swing at the knuckle curve, gets nothing but air. 0-2 now. Looking to punch him out again, the pitch. And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game. First pitch on its way. Tough slider down low for a strike. Hard hit ball to short. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Leading off the inning, Josh Reddick, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Right fielder, Josh Reddick.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. The 1-1 is a letter high fastball swung on and missed.
Looped under that one with that swing, which tells me he was probably anticipating it being a sinker.
Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out. Into the box, Yuli Gurriel. He singled his last time up. And the pitch. Hard ground ball to third. Bryant's got it. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. So 2 are gone for the Astros in the 5th. And striding in the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. Line drive to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this. Ready for another chance? Chris Bryant. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA. And what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
Skied into straightaway right. On the move is Reddick. And that's the first out of the inning. Here's Daniel Murphy now. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance. Good breaking ball that time in for a strike.
He's pitching well. We're working into the middle innings right now, but this is when he's really going to have to bear down. When you start going through that lineup the second and third time, you've kind of emptied the bucket out already, so he's going to have to continue to buckle down and make good pitches.
Missed with a breaking ball. Low scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a cold strike too.
When I see guys check swinging, they're not seeing the baseball. They're not picking it up. You've got to take a step back. The only thing you tell yourself in this situation is do not move your head.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And yet another strikeout here. Coming to the plate now, George Springer. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Late that time for a strike. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Now there's your textbook waist pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A little bouncer. The windup and the 0-1. Hit on the ground to third. Bryant is up with it, and there are 2 away now. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Carlos Correa. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Quintana into the windup. Here's the first pitch. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero and just start getting the leadoff guy on.
Swing and a little tapper. 1 run, 4 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Correa in front, 3 balls and a strike.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows his team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them beat you.
And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner. Now at the plate, Evan Gattis. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch coming. Here it is. Started that swing a bit too early.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gut gets the job done in this situation.
But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. A dangerous changeup left high, but called for a strike. The 1-2. Fouled off. Again, a 1-2. Hard on the ground towards short. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. Ready for another shot now, Marwin Gonzalez. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Ripped down the line. And that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner. And they've come back to tie it up as it's now a 2-2 ball game. For the plate now is the designated hitter, Tony Kemp. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And the runner will score from second. And the run will score all the way from first. It's 4-2. Stepping in is Josh Reddick. No hits to this point. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. That's taken for a ball, and it's 1-1 now to the Astros right fielder.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. Drilled on the ground to short. There's Baez. Throw is in time, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as this side is retired. Stepping in, Kyle Schwarber. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Lifted into the air out towards center field. Therefore, it is Springer, and he's got it for the first out. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He singled and drove home 2 his last time. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1.
One of the keys to pitching late in the game's first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And Rarely do you see a player of his caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now. And they'd look to catch him flush down near the foot or the ankle. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Behind a changeup, if you can imagine, for a strike. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And he's got another one. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7. And that misses for ball 1. Drilled to the left side. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one. So that's how they'll start out their half of the 7th inning. So the Houston lineup turns over, and to the plate, Jose Altuve. He struggled at the top of the lineup in this one, hitless to this point. Oh, and he botches it. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. Stepping up now, George Springer. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Left center, base hit. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen as he arrives at second without a play as 2 runs come across to score away from the play. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. And the changeup is way low that time.
Well, you have to have a lot of confidence and composure to pitch effectively, and right now, I'm just not seeing it. He looks kind of rattled out there to me.
And that is into right field, a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Carlos Correa. No hits for him yet in the game, despite his first offering on its way. Breaking ball in for a strike. Runners at the corners here, nobody out. Drilled down the line. And that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. Onto the shortstop, but thrown away. Evan Gattis now standing in. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a chopper to first, might only get one. There's one. But they will not get them both as he beats out the back end and drives home the run from third. First delivery to him on the way. Hit sharply on the ground. That's through, a base hit, and he's got his 3rd hit of the game. Next up for the Stros, Tony Kemp, 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Happ will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the 2nd out of the inning. And he'll make it into third base as on the F7 he gets in there with 2 away. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lifted the other way to left center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Into the box now, Albert Almora. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Hector Rondon has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And he lays off for ball 1. Hit hard on the ground to second. Altuve fields it cleanly. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting.
Striding in once again, Javier Baez. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. Way late on the fastball for strike 1. Oof, and it's safe to say he doesn't look all that comfortable up there. 0-2 now.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. you still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
So the breaking ball locked him up there. Javier Baez is sent packing for the second out of the inning. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Now at the plate, Yuli Gurriel. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hot shot on the ground is short. Throw not in time, and he beats it out for his third hit tonight. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat. He's set. Here it comes. Chopped weakly to the left. Bryant's got it. One there, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the one out. Digging in and looking for more, George Springer, who drove in 2 runs on a double in his last at-bat. There goes Altuve. Pitch outside, the throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. Runner goes for third. And he goes the other way, but he got a lot of it deep down the line. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. And the runner's breaking for third. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Digging in, Alex Bregman. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. Brendan Kinsler enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. This is line to left. Hap is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great... Here's Daniel Murphy now, and his guys need him to get things started here in the top half of the ninth. Roberto Osuna comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. And we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. He struck him out, the third time he's fanned in the game. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. His career history with Roberto Osuna, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. Changes up on him if that's in the dirt for a ball. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Gonzalez is in pursuit. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Riding in, Kyle Schwarber. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. The Cubs are down to their final strike here. And no swing, apparently, ball 1. Now this crowd of over 38,000 on their feet. Bounce to first. Gurriel brings it in. Step on first for the out, and the ball game is over. MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the Colorado Rockies and the Chicago Cubs. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. So striding in, Nolan Arenado.
Hitting off for the Rockies, third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Here's the first pitch to him. And we are underway from Wrigley as the first pitch of the night is taken for ball one. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out. Striding in for the Rockies, Trevor Story. First delivery to him on the way. Low for ball one. Temperature starting to drop as the sun goes down. 56 degrees here at first pitch. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees. Story tends to exploit left-handed pitching. Many hitters are better against opposite-handed arms, of course, but he's considered one of the best hitters in baseball in these types of matchups. The Rockies shortstop in front with a 3-1 count. 4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Eddie. He can do a lot of damage on a base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. And now they've got him in a rundown. Poor base running there. Got him caught in a hot box between first and second. And they'll tag him out in the rundown. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. The pitch. And an off-speed pitch swung on him. Now in the box, Daniel Murphy. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman, Daniel Murphy.
A ball and no strikes. Popped him up. Arenado is there for it. And that's the first out of the inning. Here's Javier Baez. Previous history with German Marquez. He's 0 for 5.
Javier Baez.
Seared down the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. This is skied out toward right. Gonzalez has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Into the box now, Anthony Rizzo. No career numbers to talk about for this matchup.
Rizzo.
Couldn't hold up on the curveball there as he went around for strike 1. Lifted in the air out to center field. After it is Blackman. He gets there to make the catch. So next it'll be the number 4 batter for the Rockies, Carlos Gonzalez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Carlos Gonzalez.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Bounce it to the left side. And this will get through into left for a leadoff hit. Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta. In past meetings with Jose Quintana, he's gone just 2 for 15. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. Ground ball foul down the left side. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1. The 1-2 pitch. Running is Gonzalez. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. Gonzalez leads off second with nobody out. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2. And now in advance of a big 3-2 pitch, time is called at the plate as he'll press the reset button. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work. First pitch on its way. Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Ian Desmond. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Hit hard to short. To second for 1. On to first, and it's double play, though that first run of the ball game is across to score. In now for Colorado, Herman Marquez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. No balls and a strike to count. And this is hit hard to the right side. And that'll slice just foul at the last moment. Sent on the ground out to second. Gloved by Murphy. They'll whip this one to first in time. Digging in the switch hitter, Ian Happ. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. Here comes the first pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Giving chase is Dahl, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. So stepping in, Chris Bryant, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. A fastball that just misses inside.
His approach at the plate right here has to be to the right side. If he gets it through the infield, that tying run might come around, but at the very least, that would get the runner to third with less than 2 outs.
That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. The 2-1. And it's fouled away.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
Happ stands at second with no outs. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Blackman will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1. And he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with 1 gone. Moved by the manager to bring the corners in, so they'll try to cut down the runner at home, but they'll give up the run for an out if it's hit to a middle infielder. 0-1 count. Here it comes. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2. Ready now, Wilson Contreras, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Sliders in for a strike. Missed with a breaking ball.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
Hit on the ground toward the left. And now against his body, a jump throw. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the... Standing in, Charlie Blackman. And he'll start out there half of the third, top of the order to follow.
Charlie Blackman.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. Count now a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And a good sinker there. Gets him swinging for the first out. Here's Nolan Arenado. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Up top, it's 2-0. Arenado stands 6'2" as you see him in the right-handed box. He was taken in the second round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
And that one stayed too low, apparently. And now a sinker is in tight and low as well. It's ball 4. Now at the plate, Trevor Story. He drew a walk his first time up. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Baez has to be quick. Throw gets him. 2 down. Coming to the plate now, DJ LeMahieu. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Hit the other way out toward right field. Zobrist on the move. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Here's Ben Zobrist now. Previous history with German Marquez. He's 2 for 3.
Right fielder.
And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. That is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
Chopped weakly to the right. And he fouls this one off. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Blackman is under it. He's got it 1 away. Stepping into the box, Jose Quintana. First offering on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. A high fastball is in there.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first 2 pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away. The next Cub up, Daniel Murphy, last year's recipient of the Silver Slugger Award for NL second baseman. 4-1. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Looking up is Dahl into the bleachers, and gone. Stepping up to the plate, Javier Baez. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Javier Baez.
And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1.
Hey, I watched Tom Glavine master throwing changeups inside to right-handed batters and getting them to pull it foul. If this guy can command that front hip curveball, he's going to go to it all game.
Curveball, but he can't get him to chase it. 1 and 2.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Carlos Gonzalez. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th. Hit in the air to right field. There to take it is Zobrist, and that's out number 1. Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. And he'll step off and try again. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2.
Sometimes you just can't overthink it. If a guy can't hit a certain pitch in a certain quadrant, why would you throw him anything else? Case in point, this guy's cold zone is away, and this pitcher keeps attacking that exact spot.
2-2 to the Colorado catcher. And the effort pays off as he's able to recover and get the second out of the inning. Steve Cishek comes in unexpectedly from the pen in relief of his injured teammate. First delivery there, 1 ball, no strikes. A ball and a strike. Cishek is exactly what you want out of a bullpen arm. It's a rare occasion that anyone squares him up. He doesn't give up a lot of hits, and when he does, they're almost always kept in the yard.
Matty V, there are 2 keys to being a good relief pitcher, and always remember these. 1, limit the base on balls. 2, keep the ball in the ballpark. You can't defend a walk, and you can't defend a round tripper, and he does both.
Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Swung on and missed, and that's the... So digging in now, Anthony Rizzo. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Curveball that time, not even close.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
The 1-1 home. On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Gloved by LeMahieu. And that's the first out. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
Got him. Here's Chris Bryant now. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Bryant
Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Bryant stands at an impressive 6'5". Swings the bat and throws right-handed. He was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
Now this is popped up. Room, however, for Iannetta behind the plate. Now batting, Ian Desmond. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie. And sinker dips. 1-1 to the Rockies' first baseman.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he will make it up to third base, as that is a gift there off of what was a terrible throw. Now to the plate, the pitcher, German Marquez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Number 1 will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 1.
Oh, 0-1 count and the pitch. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. That fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. 2-2. And a jam shot here as this is sent towards second. Murphy has it. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. Base is empty in front of him with 1 away following the RBI ground out. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. 1-1 pitch is a splitter, called strike 2. The 1-2 doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball.
Tried to work in the backdoor breaking ball there for a strikeout, but he just couldn't quite get it to come back to the corner. That's a really tough pitch to hit if you can spot it.
Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2. And before the big 3-2 pitch, time is called at home plate. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Nolan Arenado. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Now a move over to first, but he's safe at first as he gets back in time. And another throw over, but he's safe at first as he gets back in time. 0-1, here's the pitch. They'll try it again from first. Swing and a little tapper. Blackmon stands at first with 1 out. And he may have thought something was on here as he stepped off to look back to first. And now he'll step off quickly and look the runner back. Now a bluff here as he steps off to look him back at first. And now he's on the move again for second. In the dirt here. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. The 1-2. And a hard sinker there. Chopped foul at home plate. High chopper to third. And he is in there. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Blackmon is on his way home. He will score. And they now lead by 2. Digging in, DJ LeMahieu. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Hit out towards second. Murphy to his right. He has it. Back to Rizzo, and they get out of it here. Jake McGee, a southpaw, standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen from the stretch. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. 2-0 count. The pitch outside. 3-0 now.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
That's in there, and it'll run the count to full. 3-2.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle, center cut. Tough pitch to take.
And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away. First pitch coming. Here it is. Missed with a slider. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. A ball and a strike. McGee, a California-born ball player. He was a 5th-round pick back in the 2004 first-year player draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
And they're able to get the ball in quickly, so he'll be held to a single with 1 away. Here's Ben Zobrist now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. And a pitch down that swung on and sent to second base. To second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Here's Carlos Gonzalez. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Therefore, it is Baez, and he's got it for the first out. Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. Oh, tough to catch up when it's moving like that. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Murphy's got it, and that's the second out. Stepping into the box, David Dahl. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Hard on the ground towards short. Baez fields it cleanly. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So here now is the pitcher, Steve Cishek. He's getting his first plate appearance of the game here in the 6th.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count. And here's a curveball looked at. Strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Another slow breaking ball that misses down low. Hard on the ground towards short. And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner. Digging in once again, Javier Baez. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The 0-1. Takes a knee-high fastball. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
The next 1-2 pitch. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Ready with the 2-2. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight. First delivery to him on the way. Very weakly on the ground. A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing the bat at that pitch.
On to second for the force out. Digging in to try it again, Ian Desmond. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Jake McGee. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Gerardo Parra will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. A ball and no strikes. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. 2-1 to Gerardo Parra. And he goes and chops this one out towards second. Gloved by Murphy. And there's out number 2. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. misses, ball one. Blackman swings the bat and throws from the left side and stands in at 6'3". He was taken in the second round during the 2008 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Cishek's ready. Here comes the first pitch. Back up the middle. Baez has it. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Ian Happ, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
Ian Happ.
Can't say that I see the logic in this one, but they'll go ahead and intentionally walk the leadoff batter. Scott Ober takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Just a tick behind for a strike. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2.
Pretty late with the swing there. As a pitcher, you have to recognize that and keep coming in with the hard stuff until he proves he can hit it.
The next 0-2. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning. First pitch of the at-bat. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Happ leads off first with 1 away. 1-1 to Schwarber. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Pop high in the air. Desmond has a play. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. Singled home a run in his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Started that swing a bit too early.
Well, this has been a lot of pitches for him out of the bullpen. As you can see there, they're asking a lot of him in this one, so I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a day off or 2 after this one.
Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Happ going back on it. Still going back. That's out of here as it trims the bushes. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3. And Pedro Strop is on the pitch here in the 8th with nobody out. And he lays off there, 1-0. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out toward right. And that's in there. Base hit. At the plate, Carlos Gonzalez. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Oh, ran it in on the fists. 0-1. He's running. It's off the third base bag. And that finds its way through for a base hit. They'll extend their lead here as the runner scores from first. Now to the plate, Chris Iannetta. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. 5 runs, 8 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Runner breaks for third. Now a bunt attempt here. Rizzo is up with it, and it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. He was a ground out victim last time up. 1 ball, no strikes to count. High in the air out to center field. Hap is there. Makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And he will come across to score on the sacrifice fly, as this is now a 6-1 ball game. So coming to the plate, Ian Desmond. He went down on strikes last time up. 0-1 the count. Three runs already home here. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire. Ready once again, Ben Zobrist. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Bounced slowly back toward the mound. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Striding into the box, Pedro Strop. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering. Tommy LaStella will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 2, Tommy LaStella.
There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. High in the air out to center field. Blackman is under it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Daniel Murphy. He singled his last time up, and he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Hit on the ground out to short. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag. Stepping in, Javier Baez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. 1-0 the count. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Blackman is under it, and the inning is over. Justin Wilson enters from the pen to start the 9th inning, as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Matt Holliday will try to get his club a little 9th inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning, instead of foul ball. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of that ball. Into the bleachers and out of here. Here's Charlie Blackman now. Last time through was a base hit. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Bryant moving to his left, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So the Rockies lineup turns over, and to the plate, Nolan Arenado. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. 1 ball, no strikes to count. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Nolan Arenado.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut. Trevor Story waits on deck. Fouled away. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he goes with the slider here as that misses in tight. It's ball 4. And that brings in the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat. 0-1 pitch on its way. Shot toward second. But this is hauled in by the second baseman. Standing in, DJ LeMahieu. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Sliced hard on the ground. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Sun Hwan-oh, 5'10" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 18.
At the plate. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy into wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
On the run is Dahl. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. So here's the cleanup hitter, Ian Happ. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. That's yanked into the stands, strike 1. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Oh, he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now. Really tied him up on that one.
Yeah, clearly didn't recognize where that was going to end up, Matt. If I were pitching, I might go right back in there.
Throw on to first gets him, and that means the Cubs are down to their final out now. Here's Chris Bryant now. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch is a slider called for a strike.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the break, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Wade Davis will make an appearance here as he is in charge of trying to ring up the final out of the ball game. The Cubs are down to their final strike here. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. Well, the lineup was clicking for him in this contest, and the man you see there was a major contributor. For that, he's the top player of the game.
Yeah, he really made it happen with the bat in this one. You see here 2 hits, and 1 was a long ball, so he has to feel pretty good about what he did here.
They left 6 men on base. For the Cubs, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base.